Well, it's just a leisurely Sunday afternoon. We got some weekend help, and I'm shredding bedding. What are we doing today? Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, we're kind of into calving here right now. There's about a dozen calves on the ground. I got some weekend help now. Good old Lucas. For however long he can help us. He can't help us during the week because he works at a feedlot. But he's willing to give us a hand here. Let me get my snap on here. Okay, there we go. Had to put that on. So, our regular guy, Gerloff, he can't join us right now. But, so we're kind of running a little bit short. Dad's had the cataract surgery, so he still can't do a whole lot of other than just be cow checker. I guess I can pull this away because I didn't use this morning. Oh. So we're starting to get ready to kick some pairs out. I haven't done any tagging yet. But it's time to get it done. And there's some in the lean-to, 4 or 5 in the lean-to. So figured I forgot to take you along for the ride earlier this morning. I just thought, oh heck, I should be filming what we're doing here when we're kicking pairs out. So we've got some bedding shredded out already, and we'll take you along for the rest of the ride. Well, first off, we finished our 2023 silage, so now we're into 2024 silage. This is the pile here just east of Dad's house. So now we got the other tractor that was on the snow blower on the feed wagon, and then that frees up this tractor to kind of sit here for, well, in the warmer weather we could probably just leave it here, but still cool out, still minus 10 or 15 at nights, and so it's a little cool to let it sit outside yet. So anyways, we got 2 bales of old cattails on the shredder and a bale of straw for the one barn that we use as a calf shelter. Well, we're here in the, I guess you can say, the mother up pen, or the post calving pen. Cows with the mature calves come from the barn, they come into this gate and into here. I don't know how big the pen is, but it's a good sized pen. We've had up to, wow, we've had 90 pairs in here, but that was way too much. 60, 70 is lots in here, because then you get accidents. And we have calf shelters here. This old hood here was from those few folks that remember or know of these 1975 equipment. It was an old McKee hood off a McKee stacker. And now we use it for a calf shelter or storage shed. So yeah, I blasted a bunch of wheat straw in here. Well, probably 3/4 of a bale. Doesn't go all the way to the back, of course, so yours truly will have to start forking. And then we'll put this, later on, we'll put this in front with the doors open. I'll show you. Hopefully we'll get that done today. We'll have to pound that into the ground. Like I said, they blast a little straw in there, and then the rest gets shredded with, basically eventually this whole pen will be covered in bedding. No dirt will be exposed, other than the alley going to the water bowl. So Those of you that know us or pay attention to our channel, you'll know that we are very, very generous with our bedding. So when you got all kinds of that crap, you use it. So okay, let's get today. We won't be spreading the whole pen today because we only got a few pairs, but I like to spread up on this ridge, basically from that feeder this way. We'll leave that down there for a few days or a week or whatever, but all this up here will be dusted with bedding. Okay, let's get at it. Well, we got a bale of straw kind of sort of put in there. It was net wrap was bashed. So now we're gonna go and we're here at the front of the old barns here. This is what we refer to as the Hardy barn. And that one there is referred to as the Breen barn because these barns were moved in from Delo many, many years ago. So at any rate, we're going to go and this is what we use this barn for storage in the attic, and I guess some storage on this one side here, and the rest we use for a calf shelter. As you see, the barn or the plywood plank in front so the cows don't come in. So we're going to blast a little straw in there, and and I blasted 3 rough bales of hay in here this morning. Yes, this pen is a little tight to maneuver with this rig with the loader, and especially using the other bale processor because it's a longer machine than the other one. And then of course, when you got the loader sticking up in the air, you gotta watch out for that. And yes, I have rubbed it with the loader the odd time, so yeah, this, if any pen's the worst one to be in with the bale tractor and bale processor, it's this one right here. So, oh yeah, this pen we use for, here, I'll catch you outside. Okay, for those of you that don't know or new to the channel or don't know us, these 2 pens here, this small one here where the bream barn is, and then this pen here eventually, we bring our young cows and our first calf heifers pairs here. They're sorted off from the main herd, I think, and cows with twins and maybe some old girls that are looking a little rough. So they come into these 2 pens, get fed silage here, and then eventually those pairs go over east of Dad's yard to a small paddock. But for now, until it gets full, and they stay here. Mature cows with their calves, that pen we just come out of, that's where they go, and then gates go open and they head west. Some end up going to our place across the road, some stay here. The later calver ones stay out there. So anyways, let's get this finished up, and if we got time to tag some calves and kick them out, okay. If not, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh yeah, we're gonna be putting that thing up in front of that shed there after, while Luke's here. There should be enough there. I'm gonna have to push it. Yours truly here will have to go and push it around, but we got a little bit of straw left in there. I guess I think the bull calves need a little bit, so we'll get that done and we'll get setting up that calf shelter. Well, cool hand Luke and I were getting ready to put this up. Right? He's shy. So anyways, we're gonna set this up on here. Well, I got this matted down pretty good. And this prepped. Should be ready for some cattle. I think I put in, what was it? Well, there was 3 with the straw. First go around. I made 3 trips of 3. 9, 12 bales. So, and then I think there was 3 more that at the other place, plus a bale of straw in the bean barn. So should be ready for some cattle. I'm going to probably bring them out here in the morning because it is getting to be 5 o'clock or later now. So I'll catch you then. Well, it's about 8:30 at night, and I just come back to the yard here and put some pears in. I gotta change the light bulb too. Put cows back in with their calves. I gotta feed them a little hay yet. But and those of you that follow regularly, recalling I think the last video or the video before, that this cow lost her calf. And I did look on the books, and she was at least 3 weeks early. So, okay, you know what? You don't worry about it. And I think we did a short, I think. We had a set of twins off actually one of our purebred cows. We got 3 purebreds yet. Simmentals, and she had a set of twins. This is the male calf. There was one of each, male and female. And I thought this would be the candidate to maybe try and put on the cow. As you can see, only maybe 2 days of being in the head gate. Oh, she wants to kick a little bit. That's to be expected. I was a little worried that maybe she was drying up, because it has been a week before we put a calf on. Ooh, she's kicking a little bit, but I still think this is pretty miraculous. And she's still mooing for a calf. So sometimes things just work in your favor. It was worth a try. We can keep the cow working. Well, it's the next morning. I got some young pears here, and then that cow actually right there. That's the one we grafted the calf on. This morning he was sucking on his own on the cow, so get her out. Get him out so he can run around. So we got these 3 pears here, and the rest are in here. In fact, there's some that are calves already discovered those shelters. It's nice to see. So that's her for this morning. That was this morning's project. I'll take you for another video on what we do when we tag and process calves, but interest of time and whatnot, I think we got enough for a video for today. So on that note, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.